Hello. Let's have a look at quel versus que. They're both question words. They both can mean what, but quel often means which. Quel means what or which. Quel is an adjective that goes right before a noun. It reflects the number and gender of the noun. So technically, we shouldn't be talking about quel. We should be talking about quel, 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 quel. Notice that they're all pronounced the same. Let's move this thing. Oh, now we're going to have to do this thing again. How annoying. Oops. Let's try it again. How about there? It covers up the thing. Okay, so quel has 4 different forms. One is for masculine singular. One is for masculine plural. Those are pronounced quel and quel. One is for feminine singular and one is for feminine plural. And those are pronounced quel, quel. Did you hear the difference? I didn't. Let's look at some examples. Quel est ton livre préféré? Which is your favorite sport? I don't think so. I think it's supposed to say which or what is your favorite book. Number 2, quel sport pratiques-tu? Which sports do you play or practice? Quelle recette avez-vous utilisée? Which recipe did you use? So how do you choose between quel and que? We've got quel est ton livre préféré? That was our first one. Let's see how come we chose quel for that one. As you can see, to use quel, 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 and quel correctly, you have to observe the number and you have to know the gender of the verb. Sometimes you can tell from context clues. For example, one above. If préféré had had 2 E's and it looked like préféré, then you would have known it's feminine. So how do you choose whether to use quel, the masculine one, or quel, the feminine one? Well, you have to have memorized the gender of the verb of the noun. Every once in a while you'll get lucky and you'll be able to tell from a context clue. So let's look. Que means what. Que and qu'est-ce que are essentially the same thing. When que is asking a question, it must either have est que after it or it has to have inversion. Remember when we learned all those ways of asking questions? One of them was just a whack est que at the beginning of the sentence, or to use inversion. Well, that rule applies. If you're starting a question with que, you either must have est que or you must have inversion. Let's look. Que lis-tu? What are you reading? Qu'est-ce que tu lis? What are you reading? They mean exactly the same thing. In the first case, we've simply used inversion. In the second, we've used est que. Que mange-t-il au déjeuner? What do they eat at lunch? Qu'est-ce qu'il mange au déjeuner? What do they eat at lunch? Those 2 sentences mean exactly the same thing. The first one uses inversion. The second one uses est que. So you recognize qu'est-ce que, right? You've seen it since your very first day of a French class. It's the thing that you stick at the beginning of a sentence to signal that it's a question. And it's the thing at the beginning of a sentence that means what? Basically, qu'est-ce que is que with est que added to it. And you don't have to use inversion. So let's get a little more comfortable with this. We should probably look at a whole lot of examples that use quel and a whole lot of examples that use que. So here you go. I will give you 1,000,000 of each. Please look at them and listen to them and ask yourself in each case, wait, why did she use que? Hang on a minute, why did she use quel? Feel free to push the pause button. Quel cours aimes-tu? Quelles filles font du surf? Quel est ton sport préféré? Quel film as-tu vu? Quels fruits manges-tu régulièrement? Dans quelle école est ta sœur? Ta mère est dans quelle maison? Quelle voiture est la vôtre? Ils sont dans quelle université? Quel est ton gâteau préféré? Quelle serviette avez-vous utilisée? Okay, I'm going to have to move this dang thing again. Oh boy. Quels ingrédients sont les meilleurs? Quels sont vos livres favoris? Now, the following sentences come in pairs. First, you're going to see the question using que plus inversion, and next you'll see the question using que plus est-ce que. Note that the meaning of the questions is identical in each member of the pairs. So you just looked at a bunch of sentences that used quel, now you're looking at ones that use que. Qu'écris-tu? Qu'est-ce que tu écris? Those two mean exactly the same thing. Que faisons-nous? Qu'est-ce que nous faisons? Que fais-tu avec les Legos? Qu'est-ce que tu fais avec les Legos? And you wouldn't pronounce the S at the end. Sorry about that. Que préparez-vous? Qu'est-ce que vous préparez? Que lis-tu? Qu'est-ce que tu lis? Que faisons-nous après l'école? Qu'est-ce que nous faisons après l'école? Que manges-tu? Qu'est-ce que tu manges? Que veut-il? Qu'est-ce qu'il veut? Que regardez-vous? Qu'est-ce que vous regardez? Qu'utilises-tu? Qu'est-ce que tu utilises? Que dites-vous? Qu'est-ce que vous dites? So, think for a minute. What do you observe about the structure of the sentences containing que or qu'est-ce que? Let's look. You've always got que or qu'est-ce que plus a pronoun and a verb. When you have que alone, you have que, verb, hyphen, pronoun. If you have qu'est-ce que, you don't need inversion, so there's not going to be a hyphen either. You're going to have qu'est-ce que plus a pronoun plus a verb. So with qu'est-ce que, you have qu'est-ce que plus a pronoun plus a verb. Qu'est-ce que plus tu plus fais gives you qu'est-ce que tu fais. With que, you have inversion. So que plus a verb plus a pronoun. Que fais-tu? Now I want you to try a few. Put the right interrogative word in the blanks. And in order to save time in this video, I'm going to skip right ahead to the next one, but you should push pause while you try to answer these questions correctly. Push pause again while you work on these. Push pause again while you work on these. Et c'est la fin. Merci beaucoup et bonne journée, bonne soirée, bonne continuation. Au revoir.